Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2, where today we have an awful lot of candles to cash in, and then an unknown fourth chapter to embark on. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think the remaining bosses are going to be? We had eyes, we had lungs. Before that, was it a heart before that? Gosh, now I don't remember. Well, if there wasn't a heart, there's definitely going to be a heart, right? I think that one's pretty obvious. This is rad. This is a cool look.
These are beaten, broken souls, and yet our fortunes ride with them.
And then other body parts that we're likely to see, maybe a foot, a big foot, like the Monty Python foot. The butt. Who among us has not been laid low by their traitorous butt at one time or another, right? I like the Vestal a lot in the first game. It's like we're gonna straight up purchase the Vestal or the Leper here, and then we're gonna plow a bunch of candles into something else. I remember the Vestal being remarkably versatile in the first game. I'm definitely curious about what they've done with the Leper for this system as well. Because I feel like the Leper's sort of core game of stand up front and hit things really hard, but with kind of low accuracy, doesn't really, I don't know. I guess they could have just left it where his attacks all just like miss 10% of the time or something. The question is, do we need another person to stand in the front and smash stuff? And the answer is probably not. Not if we spent a bunch of candles upgrading our Hellion or something. Let's see, what party would we run if we were to play both of them? What's the more compelling move here? We could go Grave Robber. We still have a lot of stuff to unlock for the Grave Robber. She only has the first path. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff there, although the next path is very venom based, and I do feel like maybe we could lean away from that. Stealth oriented role with potent movement skills. I mean, that's kind of interesting, right? We haven't really done a party that was all that mobile. I had plans for it. We had a little bit of bouncing around going on in the last party, at least. I mean, this would be interesting, right? 24 candles here, 60 candles on the Vestal. What's the last thing you get? Sometimes when arriving at the inn, you will find this thing. And that's 10 candles by itself. We could save some candles by only buying as far as the last hero path and use it to upgrade some of our other people. Try to get all of the really consequential upgrades first. The Hellion doesn't have access to any paths. Yeah, what if we did Hellion, Grave Robber, Vestal, and we probably want some damage after that. What do we have left for the Plague Doctor as well? So Blight and Bleed skills are less effective. So this is a buffs and debuffs path. That's interesting. That's actually kind of really interesting. All right, let me buy the Vestal here. We're gonna play with the Vestal. I just want to is basically what it comes down to. So I think maybe let's pay to here. Leaves us 52 candles. And then we could buy a whole bunch of stuff for you. Turn start 25% of the time you will just start bleeding. I don't hate it. And there's definitely some value in moving the Hellion around sometimes. What other paths do we have? Okay, the bleed focused one. That's interesting. We don't know. I think we only know one bleed producing skill right now, but that's something that could change. So what about, yeah, let's 20 24 to pick up Nightsworn. We're just gonna try some weird stuff here. I'm a little worried about the the amount of minus max HP we're looking at. So if I were to spend enough to get to Berserker here, we'd have 14 left. Yeah, you know what? Let's just unlock a bunch of weird paths and play with them all.
A little more strength.
And that leaves me with one item left to unlock. I don't know, an in item or something.
Of our kingdom. Find any advantage.
We found a food. Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's a much better food. Okay. Now sometimes there had to be at least one other food, right? So now sometimes when we are offered food by travelers, it will actually be like rad. Look at all the items we've seen, all the things we have found. That's part of a face. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the part of the... Okay, yep. I see it. All right. Back to
the road
the crossroads.
Once more to its dark passenger.
Are we going to be able to build a functional party here? Maybe. I think we're definitely pretty short on hero shrines. Like, there's a lot of unknown skills between these characters.
The seat of your denial, perched precariously in the murky gloaming.
I have to say, we are getting through this faster than I thought we would.
You took up in that moldering brownstone, where I joined you in a vain attempt to assuage your aspirations. Now, free from academic oversight and moral restraint, you vowed to reach into the blackest depths of the occult sciences and be the first to grasp the secret of the Iron Crown. The polarity between us reversed. I became your reluctant assistant in dozens of deplorable experiments, crushed in the grip of your ambition. The crossroads, where lost souls hope to find their way.
And at some point, we should probably actually bring the bounty hunter on for at least to be tried out. But probably that happens like once we bought at least a few more skills for him, right? So it would be something like, okay, if we were gonna make you a physician, you don't want to blight and bleed, you want to be doing debuffy stuff, emboldening vapors, disorienting blast. So that's definitely very like very, very back row. Yeah, I guess it's kind of flexible.
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
All right, right now what you have is one skill that requires you to be in the front two, one skill that requires you to be in the middle two. Yeah. So wait, what is the meaning of this symbol? It's not on the... Oh, it's conviction. Empowers certain skills. So how do you get it? Target gets what now? Consecration of Fortitude. Huh. Okay. So these paths. Rank flexible role that specializes in debuffs and token removal. Feels like maybe a little bit of an overlap with the physician. Turn start, you just get one of those things. The chaplain, more focused on party defense, gets them when hit. Enhances stun and move resist. And the seraph is a back rank support role that specializes in consecrations. You gain one of those whenever a consecration activates. So it's a little tricky to know what's going to be good though, because we don't know what her skills are for the most part. There's one other consecration that you get eventually. So it affects Hand of Light. Let's, like, what does it do to Hand of Light exactly? 2 to 3 damage, crit 5%. Okay. Gives self strength and defense. Whereas when you're just a wanderer, no, it still does that. Honestly, she's a little bit more tanky than I was expecting. If she has a melee attack that constantly grants her defense. That's actually really interesting. If you can generate a little bit, if you can generate that stuff reliably, she can do pretty good damage with Judgment. So that's just every turn you get it. Here you get it whenever you're hit. What does this do to the consecration? Well, it makes the cooldown 5 turns, presumably because it makes the duration 5 turns. What does this do? Oh, hold on. Did it... Okay. It hits one of 3 targets here. When you're a confessor, it hits both of the front ranks. And it doesn't give you the shield, which is interesting. Judgment applies some debuffs. Heal doesn't change, yeah. It's interesting. It is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to want to keep her back here and just not benefit from Hand of Light.
Repudiated, but unbowed.
This is where she has access to her heal, which is certainly, you know, meaningful. And then, I mean, that makes this stuff pretty straightforward.
Slips unseen into the catacombs of the mind.
But, you know, we could... We don't have to do Physician if it turns out it's going to be weird, right? Like, we could swap these and maybe... So we tried Surgeon. Obviously, we've done a lot of work with the Alchemist. We could try you out in that space instead. I kind of like, you know, maybe this is silly, but I kind of like that it's the party of ladies. We can swap Bonnie in, I suppose, without breaking any of that. You still have 1 skill to unlock, though, right? Or, yeah, a pair of skills. 1 more use of the shrine. So I do think that that's a compelling reason to run Paracelsus. So let's see about being a confessor. Judgment can sometimes apply some tokens. Versus just dealing a lot of bonus damage. I kind of like the bonus damage. Honestly, I feel like I know it's not that much, doubling the damage of a skill that does 3 to 5 base with like basically no crit chance. Ooh. It doubles up the tokens when you upgrade it. That's actually kind of interesting. Just remove any 2 tokens. That's also kind of cool. You know what? We'll try that. We'll try that. And then you... So what's the story with this Nightsworn? Effects, lunge, and pirouette. We don't actually have either of them? Which... I guess we're gonna have to get there. So plus 50% damage when you are stealthed. The only thing we have that stealths you right now is Dead of Night. In the situation we're in right now, like, it feels like Absinthe is probably not all that relevant. So yeah, we'll Dead of Night into our other things as often as we can. Death blow resist. I wonder if should we be running her a little bit different then? How much damage debuff is winded? 33%. Okay. I kind of think Barbaric Yawp sucks when it's not upgraded. Maybe let's run it like this. We have a lot of need for hero shrines. But yeah, she can hit pretty hard while applying bleeds. I like the Iron Swan. And then you want to be running like Emboldening Vapors. I mean, Indiscriminate Science is like a must. Ounce of Prevention gives stress resist. Emboldening Vapors gives power, but it already does that. Does it give an extra strength to the target, or does it give a strength to Paracelsus? You know what? Maybe we want Paracelsus here then, and we want to keep Incision equipped. Blinding Gas we should definitely be running. Well, Disorienting Blast is actually, yeah, it's a skill we don't have yet. We don't actually get any particular benefit on Blinding Gas. Maybe we don't run both the heals? That sounds a little crazy. And maybe we do something like this. I just don't worry about Ounce of Prevention. It's not terrible, but it's certainly not exciting. Alright, and this does stuff to lunge and pirouette, and I guess we'll find out what that stuff is when we get those skills. Yeah, let's try it like this. It's a little silly, it's a little gimmicky, but it'll be interesting, and we sure do get to learn some new stuff.
Forward now, into the crumbling chaos of the world.
Also, forgive me. I know this is like barely audible on the microphone, but I just can't. I gotta turn my fan on. It's like 90 degrees in here.
You can feel it. A change in the air.
The way our apartment is constructed, it's very easy for my room to end up a different temperature than the rest of the apartment. And that's a real bummer, because, you know, the global warming. Alright, well, I feel like we can just start with a great big punch in the face, right? She's gonna be able to crack somebody over the head. Gosh, people do so little damage at the beginning of a run. Ah. Well, I guess we better judge this nerd. Yeah. That still has that very satisfying sound effect. Okay, so you just need a little bit of attention, but I'm going to choose to be in stealth. This seems like a pretty bad, oh, that sucks. Seems like a pretty bad way to take advantage of this gimmick. We definitely need to see what her other skills are. So let me try something here. Okay, it just gives a second charge to the target. That's a better way for it to work, certainly, and that means we don't need to be up here with Incision. But also, there's not really a good reason for us not to be up here with Incision.
Well done.
You're dead already. You're just going to deal a bunch of free damage. Yeah, the Vestal can handle this guy. That was not nearly what I would have liked. There you go. Every once in a while, we can just land a nice big 16.
Weighty gloom, a spark.
2 entire mastery points. I feel so spoiled.
There is so much worse in store.
Am I shaken? Come on now. So, what is that, that bleed out skill? How does that improve with mastery?
We would come here in summers of years gone to write, think, and rest.
Pretty significantly, actually. I think we're going to be opening battles with this a fair amount, actually. And then, like... I mean, this certainly does much better damage. Lacks some versatility of targeting, but gosh, it hits hard. And it ignores defenses. That's exciting.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Alright, back to the Radiant Flame 1. This scales up every time you lose a run, it seems like.
It can
I think that's what we've seen.
Perhaps it can calm.
Alright, and then we have some resources with which to buy some things if we want to buy some things. So this is going to potentially give us woven items. I don't know exactly what woven items means. Bandages, probably, are on the docket at least. We definitely want to get some whiskey. Let's work on those relationships. And then I didn't actually look at people's goals. I probably should have. Killing blow on 2 cosmic beings. Killing blow on 4 cadavers. Wow, okay, y'all. Killing blow on 2+ creatures. Twice. So, simultaneously killing more than one thing. Ooh, the yips is something we're going to want to get rid of in a real hurry. Ascetic is pretty bad. If the flame is low, then you get all kinds of stuff, but that's probably not going to happen. Okay, so we did not get very good trades this time. Basically, yeah, basically none. I'm going to just kind of arbitrarily you and you. Congratulations, you've been nominated as best friends. And beyond that,
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
bear traps are solid. Medicinal herbs are probably worth carrying. Although we do have a plague doctor still. Smoke bombs are good. Laudanum, and then what's the 4th person getting? Probably the medicinal herbs, honestly. Like, they're a good general purpose problem solver. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who wants what is the question. I like to try to give people stuff that's off-roll as much as possible. Alright, you have pretty high speed. And you can throw a smoke bomb. Okay. So, hero shrines more than anything.
The provinces and cantribs of our land. crumbling and undone.
The Tangle and the Sprawl. Well. Alright, I'm cool with the Sprawl. Avoid the watchtower to get some Candles of Hope. Or equip no stagecoach items to get a loom. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Mud and rain, resignation and death.
Also,
This land is truly barren.
creature dens are actually like pretty good. I'm happy to see an opportunity. I didn't notice the spine built into her armor. That's rad. An opportunity to pick up a couple of creature turn-ins early. Seems like it could be really good. Especially on these later chapters where you're starting with so few mastery points.
War rewards only resignation.
So there is a shrine left leading into... There's a creature den at the end right before the Oblivion's Rampart. And we have to lose a point of wheels there. I think the existence of the Hero Shrine is totally warping this for us. I think we gotta go Hero Shrine.
Elementary problem, is it not?
Cool. Jump scared me yet again. And it's just this one too. So wait, has the appearance of the bread completely replaced the slime mold?
She weeps for the fallen and knows
Okay,
she'll
this
join
is actually really good
soon
for
enough.
us. We can clear the yips right now. Yeah, I am overjoyed about that. Glad we saved some resources.
Brace up. There is danger on this path.
There sure is. Alright, so now our wheels and armor are fucked up. Pretty sad times. But yeah, we're not seeing slime mold at all anymore, which
Understand
rules.
the path if we are ever to be free of it.
So right now we have Junia has a skill that she just isn't going to be able to use. I definitely... Paracelsus has a relevant skill that we know will unlock. If we do this, we might be fishing for stuff that doesn't actually matter with the other people. It doesn't show her locked skills here. Boudica also would be really nice to be able to unlock something new. Yeah, really pretty torn. Ugh, Audrey too. Actually, Audrey's gimmick is like kind of busted right now. Let's go for Audrey. Everybody else can at least function.
Chapter 2. Nightcap.
Alright, I like the ones where I get to do something.
Night after night of disrespect and abuse, enough was enough.
Okay, this is not necessarily my favorite situation we've ever been in, but I'm sure we're going to do something about it. Oh gee, placating him didn't work. Who would have thought? He's protecting the liquor cabinet. This is pretty harsh. This is fucking grim. Alright, we can take on some stress here. I gotta get this into the drink. Ah, come on now. Let's hope that's enough. Oh, I stressed out. I didn't realize him...
Acceptance requires honesty.
I didn't realize we were going to hit... we're going to take 2 stress there. I was hoping, like I said, that was just going to finish the thing right then and there.
Should be.
Is it though? Yeah, I guess let's tack left here. I'm bummed out about that.
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
Alright, yeah, let's do combat. I definitely wasn't expecting it to not kill him and also to give her stress. That's rough. Okay, these things are very annoying. Or do I want to let... No, this is fine. We don't need to let Boudica do this. Alright, so nothing's down, but we're probably going to see a corpse get eaten.
Slow suffering begins.
We're going to drop as many of them as we can at this level. Okay, good crit. Not entirely necessary, but I appreciate it. Well, I can prevent one of these from getting eaten, that's for sure. Not going to be able to kill that corpse. Okay, neither of them went for it. That's good news. Feels a little bit like a waste to hit this thing this hard. But I wasn't going to hit that one for almost anything, so... Yeah, we just hit him, right? We're in a very awkward spot where I can't actually make contact with you. Okay, could emboldening vapors myself. Doesn't feel necessary. Do I need you to hit? Probably not. We can probably just refill on health.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Okay, scary for sure. However, we do get to hit one of these things really fucking hard.
Steady yourself.
And I appreciate the fact that the attack not being affected by the block doesn't make it not remove charges. Alright, let's establish a nice big bleed. But it's pretty ugly, though. Ow. Okay, well, you're probably actually dead. Jeez. A little bit of that old divine grace will do you some good. God, these enemies. I guess I'm just gonna actually hack here. Wow, how did those numbers combine to create that? Okay, it's fine.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Okay, she can just scoop up the corpse immediately, preventing anything deeply, deeply stupid from occurring. And at this point, you're just in full application of the bleed mode. Try to find a way for poor Paracelsus to survive being focused like this. Okay, oh, that's right. Indiscriminate science doesn't even remove negative tokens at first.
All heroes are human.
I'm probably not going to hit anyway. I guess I could have thrown up a strength.
An unavoidable end.
That's probably the right move. There we go. That seems solid, though.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Okay, I'm more confident that we're going to get out of this in one piece now.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Ow! Actually. Ooh. So out of curiosity, no, it looks like it does not consume Winded. She'd be getting back way more than that. I assume Winded is a special token of some kind. It makes sense for it to be, right? Because if you could just do that thing, it would be very powerful. Once again, got myself into a position where I can't actually hit the enemy.
Steady yourself.
And of course, immediately your turn. All right, sorry. What am I talking? I was just saying, hey, this doesn't even remove negative traits yet. I'm going to trust that somebody on our team is going before the spider.
An interminable conflict.
It ain't so bad. I thought about just doing a move to stall so we could heal Boudica, but this probably is pressing it. Okay, discounted trinkets is really not what I was hoping for. Apparently that was... Okay, so it's not land the blow on 2+ creatures at once. It's the same as this stuff, it's just worded strangely. I don't know. That's very strange, certainly. Okay, battle and then treasure.
Supplies this way, if you can make it.
Boudica, heal faster.
The lost souls of a dying world, empty of hope and humanity.
Oh. Well, okay then. Alright, that's already lethal. Fantastic.
On to the next.
Are you not underneath 25%? No, you're at exactly 25%. Ugh. Alright, well, then I guess there's not really anything to do.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
You could make that a less than or equal to. It would be fine. Alright, let's go find some treasure. Hopefully whatever's at this stash is going to be worth all the trouble.
Resigned to the end of things, they waited for death. And still they wait.
Okay, I mean... First in turn order, yeah, alright. So we just put this on somebody who's not ever going to be first in turn order. Seems like Junia's a pretty good, pretty likely shot. Do I want to put this up on somebody too? I mean, yeah, probably. Stress management matters. There we go. 90% death blow resist. How about that? So I don't know that we want to do a... I don't think I want to do a lair battle in our current state. So let's just stay left. Okay, not super meaningful. And we've managed to get through here while holding on to our first goal. Ugh, it is so hard to get the
Though it brings no satisfaction.
to get the chariot to, like, effectively change lanes while you're going around a corner. Okay, I don't know that it matters who we do this with. But we definitely ought to fight them. Okay. Do I just want to set up the Rise to Serve again? Actually, I guess you can start it on the Bishop. I probably should have had... Yeah, I probably should have had the Grave Robber do that as well. 30% debuff resist? Yeah, let's try it.
This is no time to
Ouch.
falter.
Wow, okay. Holy hell. That was just all of the damage forever. Alright, we gotta get rid of you as quickly as possible and then use your corpse to hide. I might also want to start managing this. I'm a little worried.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Ugh, only 3 damage. Yeah, these things hit crazy, crazy hard.
Yourself.
Ow. Well, I'm not likely to get there either way. So I think what I might do is have her just strip a shield charge. Yeah.
Of exculpation.
Because of the crit, it's just too much. I can't ignore it. All right, now maybe we can actually kill you. That said, I don't think I'm going to do it in this move. Ugh, the bleed. Does the bleed always have to land?
Yet arrest this collapse.
All right, we're getting some decent solidarity, I suppose. I needed that very badly. Yeah, I guess so, right? It's a bummer that I have to hit you again. Come on. Damn it. Do these mist tokens ever work? Not really much for her to do at this point. Okay, cool. We got one. His resistances are all basically pretty poor. We're just getting kind of unlucky. Okay, that I'm a little annoyed by. Remove 2 positive tokens. Okay, I can work with that. It's got 5 HP left. Please just don't hit for minimum. Oh, that's right. He's gonna Death's Door. Well, that's an annoying thing for him to do. Ow.
Cunning. You may outwit them yet.
Are you kidding me?
Agony.
What the fuck is going on with this thing? Death below resist on monsters is just a bad design. There's really no 2 ways about it.
Blaze the trail to your redemption.
It is for sure, by a huge margin, my least favorite thing about Darkest Dungeon 2. My least favorite, change.
Ahead, a bestial refuge, littered with bones and less identifiable remains.
Gosh, I wish we had the real amount of wheels healing. Alright, does anybody have... 2 of us want to run. I think maybe we do in fact run. I don't know that we're in a state health-wise to take on a creature den as much as I would have liked the mastery point.
Wheels askew, coach limping. Be prudent.
Alright, I think our only saving grace so far, like, this has gone very badly. Our only saving grace so far is that we've got a pretty good head start on relationships. Alright, let's start with the Herald. Am I better off hitting you with this? No, probably not. The crit chance is what makes that worthwhile. Okay, damn. Everybody make sure you do a really bad job now. Really low debuff resist. Cool, they both resisted it. That's literally 1 in 100 chance of that working that way. Okay, what if you,
Slow suffering begins.
what if you just resist everything forever? That seems like a good strategy. Alright, I might just Dead of Night here. And then it's not really all that much damage. I mean, I guess we got to get to work, right? We got to get to work stripping these defensive charges.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
It's me. I know what it is, and it's really bad. The stuff that lurks in the beyond totally sucks.
A little help impeccably timed.
Alright, it's a decent amount of damage. Figured this would happen. So I'm going to fire the medicinal herbs. It's too much. It's too much damage. So we can hit pretty hard here, remove this, and then have Boudica step in and break some shit even more. I think this is a pretty good time to introduce a bleed out.
Agony by accumulation.
It says 0 now. I'm not sure if I trust it. Let's get rid of that. Get out here and strip some charges, and then... yeah.
This wound, at least, has been tended
Okay,
to.
fucking finally. This corpse has so much health. I want to use bleed out again, so yeah, I am gonna hack through this dead body. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm in the dead of night, this dead body. What am I talking about? Boy, just no problem at all hitting me right through the stealth. Yeah.
Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
Strip that defense charge. Okay, can we get there? Can we just get there despite the 10-point regen? That was basically like perfectly timed. Minimum damage. Fun. I would love to remove your positive tokens. Those are a little bit scary. Yeah, just like a raw lose the token ability is actually really nice.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances.
Stop leaving its bones. Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, I guess I could give you a little bit. I could also just kill this thing, probably. Yeah.
The smallest variable.
What if we just got out of the battle, right? Wow, okay. Greater sharpness charm. Hard to be upset about that. That's going on the grave robber for sure. Boudica, if we get a second one, you can get that one.
Tired-eyed. All are welcome here.
I'm assuming that the noise she made was anger. It looked like anger. All right, pretty messy, pretty rough, but we did make it.
The place is a little worse for wear. Familiar nonetheless.
Braggart sucks. Martyr is no good. Slippery is okay. Slippery's something. Curmudgeon is just, yeah, just really terrible. Okay. Three entire mastery points. Can you believe it? Yeah, sure. Block that as well.
Improvement. A new variable in the equation of your fate. A smoother ride.
That really sucks.
For a time at least.
Hate having to do that. We're not really desperate to spend relics on anything else. Let's just buy a lot of points of reputation here. Boudica will not play cards with us. That's a bummer. Wow, really? That's quite an outcome. Okay, so we took a horrible beating. Two different cards caused 66% relationship down. That's... I mean, that is the game putting its thumb in your eye for sure. Alright, bread for everybody. Bread is great.
Listen. Practice. Improve.
You can get... Like, who still needs upgrades really badly? Upgrading Judgment's probably a good idea. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Divine Grace usable at a higher threshold is certainly compelling. Here, let's... Indiscriminate Science is good. It'll be better once we can use it the rest of the way. And then, like... Maybe actually the other point goes on Emboldening Vapors or something? Yeah, you know what? This grants 2 stealth. That's going to make it a lot easier to use her gimmick right there.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning.
Anything else?
If indeed it ever did.
Plus 10% crit is actually very solid. Yeah, I will spend a ton of baubles on that.
Such a little thing.
Just stick those together, right? They affect each other. Blight resist goes on Squishy over here. And then what else? Okay, slime mold does still exist in the game world. That's good to know. I'm going to buy 3 whiskey flasks and try to work our relationships. Alright, so where are 3 whiskey flasks best applied? 1 to 2 between Junia and Paracelsus. Probably makes sense. Darn, they only rolled the +1. And then is it Junia and Audrey are unfriendly? Yep, there's another unfriendly, but we can't fix that one. Okay, I think that's as good as it's getting. So you already have the ability to do that. Remove stealth is not high value. Enemies do not stealth very often.
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
Okay, thick mud's not too bad. Avoid the hoarder is a thing we absolutely can do. Yeah, I'm cool just sprawling.
Our great cities burn. All that beauty and knowledge. Ash on the wind.
Now, we did not de-stress Boudica. This may turn out to be a huge error. We'll see.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Okay. Paracelsus is at least going to be de-stressed consistently.
Tried
Darn.
and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Okay, I was really hoping that one was going to come through hopeful. We do use these skills. Except for cause of death. So, some stuff is going to happen here. These are not amazing relationships. But hey, look, at least we didn't get any negatives, right? Things are so grim in Darkest Dungeon 2 that I am willing to call that a significant win. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to be embarking into the actual meat of Expedition number 4. So far, it feels an awful lot like Expedition number 3. I can't wait till the moment when all of a sudden it doesn't, and then we all immediately die. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.